guys, so this is episode 1. Oh my gosh, it feels so good to be back in front of the camera, in front of the light. It's so good. Okay, so in episode 1, of course, you already know, you saw the caption, you saw the title, so you already know which boutique we're gonna be doing. I'm not really sure how it's pronounced, but I pronounce it in my head, Nalu's boutique. Yeah, so it was one of the popularly requested boutique, and I was like,
okay, let this be the start off for the season.
Now, my usual disclaimers: if it's your first time ever stumbling upon my videos, my name is Janelle. I do everything vendor related when it comes on to the clothing boutique world. I'm your girl. Also, in my videos, all these vendors that I talk about, you are going to need some form of business document, whether it be a business license or registration document in whichever country you are from, because they do cater to international. So anytime I talk about vendors, the only marketplace that I'm referring you to go to is fashiongo.net. okay, I'm not 100% sure if all of them are on LA showroom because I do not have full access to there. And orangeshine.com I don't really use that much because I prefer fashiongo.net, because to me their website and their interface is more put together and more user friendly. Okay, so just wanted to get that out the way. Also, the last disclaimer is that those of you who got this list from me, you guys already know these vendors, okay? And I must say that recently, since having my baby and all of that, I have been a bit off in regards to the vendors and knowing my wow, we're back. So as I was saying, since having the baby and everything, I haven't been keeping up to date with like the new trends and which vendor released a certain type of item. So luckily I had put together that list when I was in my prime, so I was able to like go back and be like, oh yeah, this is the vendor that has this and all of that. Now, I'm not going to tell you all her vendors in this video. I'm just gonna like identify the main ones, and of course, you know my style. I'm going to show you the photo of the item that she gets from that particular vendor, and so on and so on and so on. Okay, now let's get into it. You a total of 8 vendors, and the first, if you see me looking down, of course you know I always have my handy dandy notebook, and the first 1, 2, 3, 4 vendors are the ones that she uses the most, but of course I'm only going to show you like 1 and 2 items that she in particular that she gets from that specific vendor. Okay, now when I checked out her page, she has a mixture of like high-end items and also reasonable items as well. So the first one of them I'm going to tell you guys, they're a bit on the high-end side, and a lot of her high-end items are from this vendor, and that vendor is Valentine. As I said, you are able to locate them on fashiongo.net. Another thing that I always tell you guys, some of these vendors, they do have Instagram pages. If you have the list, I placed the vendors' Instagram handles in there, their phone number, their email address, all their contact details. And Valentine, and another thing that I also recommend is if they have an independent website, sign up for that independent website, because the truth of the fact is a vendor doesn't always list all their inventory on the fashion marketplace. I've come to notice that and realize that, and that is one main thing with the next vendor that I'm going to talk about. They do not place all their items and inventory on fashiongo.net, so you might have an idea that they are the vendor, but you do not see the item on Fashion Go and you're like, oh no, it's not them. But trust sis, it's them. So if the vendor has an independent website, go ahead and register on that website so you have more access to additional items. So Valentine, their first vendor, a high-end vendor, as I said, based on the price point and the type of pieces that they provide. So if you want to provide stuff like that and additional ones, then you can check out Valentine. Oh, good. Now the second vendor is one that I've spoken about a lot. They are a high-end vendor. They provide for small to 3XL, so from regular size to plus size. The name of the vendor is LATISTE. The real name is LATISTE by Amy. Amy is a designer. She's the one who designed these pieces and all of that. Now these are some of the pieces that Nalu's boutique gets from LATISTE. They, as I said, they are on fashiongo.net. This is another vendor that I do recommend to sign up for her website, because one thing about her website is that sometimes she offers free shipping and she does give out discounts if you order directly from the website. So go ahead, register for LATISTE. A lot of other popular boutiques uses LATISTE, like I Marie Boutique. Lily's Closet uses LATISTE, and a host of other ones uses LATISTE. So she's a really good designer. Her pieces are wonderful and people tend to love them. So yeah, LATISTE, you can go ahead and check them out. The third vendor, and this is a vendor that I highly recommend to sign up for their website. And this vendor, if you see these sparkly pieces on any boutique, Posh by V, Nalu's Boutique, Chic Couture online, the only vendor that you should look to for these pieces is Banjewel. On Instagram, their handle is Banjewel USA. If you go on their page on fashiongo.net, you do not see all of these amazing styles. You have to register for their website, okay? So I highly recommend, whichever country you are in, USA, Canada, the Caribbean, where I'm from. I know that some people from England are here, watch my videos as well, based on my analytics, which is truly amazing. It's just, sometimes it's just mind-blowing, the countries that my videos are being watched in. I love you guys. But yeah, go ahead and register on their website. They're the ones who have these pieces. Sometimes when I'm doing consultations and I'm like, okay, the vendor for this piece is Banjewel, and you might go to Fashion Go and you're like, but I don't see the piece, and I'm like, you have to register on their website in order to see the pieces, okay? Because they do not post everything on the marketplace. So the website is the place to be in order to get the amazing pieces, okay? All right, so that was the third vendor. Okay, now the fourth vendor, also a high-end vendor, is BLITHE. Now BLITHE is where you can get 2 of these pieces from. As I said, they are also a high-end vendor in regards to their pieces are high-end pieces, and their prices aren't really low-cost prices. They're like, I believe, average into high-end, or average to expensive. So BLITHE, another vendor that they use, okay? Now the other vendors are vendors which are I'm trying to find the word in regards to the pricing, like low cost. Yeah, the other vendors that I'm going to give you guys are low cost vendors, and if you are used to being here on my channel and watching my videos, you guys should know these vendors. The first vendor is TikTok. TikTok is a popular vendor where a lot of Instagram baddie boutiques like Baddieville and places like that get their items from, and this dress in particular is where Nalu's Boutique gets. Yeah, TikTok has it. Another vendor which I love, who is my top vendor right now, most of my pieces that I'm getting now from my boutique is from this vendor, and it's Zenana. Any of the sets that, like jogger sets that you see Nalu's Boutique supply, Zenana, you can get that from Zenana. This item you can get from BELITA collection. BELITA collection also has a lot of nice pieces, affordably priced, I would say, as well. I've never bought from them before, so I can't really 100% attest to the quality of the clothing, but a lot of popular boutiques use this vendor BELITA collection. And the last vendor that I'm telling you guys about is a vendor that I have purchased from before. I have done a review on before, and that vendor is K2. And I know that this dress in particular they do get from K2. K2 is the only vendor for this dress. They have it also in white. I bought the white one for my boutique. I still have like 2 pieces left from the pack that I bought, and it's a good material, I would say. Good pricing as well. And yeah, so guys, those are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 vendors that I have for you guys for Nalu's boutique. Of course, she does have more vendors if you're interested in knowing more vendors and getting an idea of other vendors that other boutiques may use, especially if you're new to the boutique world and really don't know like which vendor to look into and all of that. I have that list for you. It's broken down into sections. So if you want high-end vendors, I have a section for high-end vendors. If you want affordable cost vendors, I have a section for that. If you want jeans vendors, I have a section for that. Plus size vendors, shoe vendors, swimwear vendors, I have a section broken down for that. Also, if you're here and you're like, oh my gosh, I do not have a business license or any business document to get access to any of these vendors, I do have a Chinese vendor list of vendors that I have personally used and shopped from before I was able to get formalized with my business and get the certificate and all of that. And I have put it together in a list that you guys are also able to access. So I made life easier for you guys. So I give free videos, and I also have a compiled list of vendors for you guys. So it's basically a win-win for you, or for both of us, okay? So that's it for this video, and I will see you guys next week for episode 2 or part 2, no, episode 2 of the Exposing the Vendor series. And I wonder what I'm coming with next. I don't know, but we'll see. Until then, bye guys.